Aloha, Michelle Hernandez here with Life is Constant TV, Hawaii. This channel is about love, hope, and joy. I always talk about island life and how it is to live on the island of Maui, and today we're going to be talking about hope in action and how we can all be hope in action. So let's check it out. So here I am at Kapalua Coastal Trail. Beautiful, beautiful trail. This is the footage that I'm going to give you guys, and we're going to check it out together. It's a beautiful walking trail in the Kapalua area and the island of Maui in Hawaii. Stick with me and let's check out some cool footage. Check out the waves, guys. It's a perfect day. All right, the other view of just right off the trail. This trail is so cool because it's got a boardwalk on it. It's close, very close to the Ritz-Carlton, but there's some nice, wonderful, beautiful trade winds happening right now, and the waves are absolutely gorgeous. This is a great viewpoint. There's Molokai, the island. I'm gonna take you along this trail for some additional shots, but we have some outrageously expensive condos right here. Beautiful day in Maui. Another view of Molokai. Still on Kapalua Coastal Trail. Nice view of Kapalua. Well, that was beautiful, right? I mean, the island of Maui is just always amazes me, and I am so blessed to be able to live here. So I hope you enjoyed that footage. Today I want to talk about hope in action. There was actually another YouTube video that I did on hope and what is hope. So if you haven't watched that one, then go back and watch that too. But this one I want to talk about how we can be hope in action. Like we can actually be hope ourselves for somebody else, and what that looks like. It seems like in today's times that the media is just filled with negativity. I mean, the news, the politics, you know, the drama of everything, the shock TV shows that are out, the whole thing with the reality television seems to be the ones that are hugely popular. It seems like it's the ones where people hate each other, or there's all this negative drama coming around. I choose not to watch that. I mean, to me, that is things that are the opposite of hope. It's not positive, it's negative, and it's certainly not optimistic, and I want to know of the good. And there's so much good in the world, and it just doesn't seem to get the mainstream media's attention, and it certainly isn't heightened. Well, So being hope in action is actually putting hope on display through our behavior and what we choose to say, how we behave, and how we encourage others. So in the midst of, a doctor's report that is negative, or even what a financial advisor might say as far as negative projections, or even a lawyer regarding your case, putting hope in action is choosing to have this supernatural confidence that no, it's going to be okay, because I have a God that I serve that's bigger than me, and He's on my side, and He's gonna see me through this, and it's all going to be okay. So in the midst of bad reports, we can be hope in action, and we would just have this weird supernatural belief that it's not over. And I know that there's that doctor's report, but I also serve a God that heals. And all that financial report, well, I see what that says, but I have a Father, God up in heaven, that provides for me. And I know that He will, with my joint effort with Him, but He will provide, and it will all be okay. So when the world and the worldly views and the natural, even though everyone else says, it's not good, we stand on the truth of the Bible and our God and His promises that it will be all okay, and we won't be shaken from it. It's like the supernatural confidence on display. It's kingdom thinking. Remember the Lord's Prayer when Jesus reminds us how to pray, and it says, "Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven." And in heaven, they don't have tragedies and dramas in heaven. Things are good. Everyone is provided for. Things are good in heaven, and there's no reason why we need to wait to go to heaven to enjoy our life. So we can be hope in action with a supernatural confidence that it is okay, and tomorrow will be another day. How we also, so we put that on display, but there's other things that we can do to share hope with others. Just, be a listening ear to another person. Truly, genuinely listen to them. Be there for them. Sometimes even just being there and not saying anything back is huge for a person. It's amazing if you start paying attention to it. There's a lot of people don't want to hear about another person. They like to talk about themselves. So try listening and asking questions to the other person about themselves. If it's somebody's birthday, tell them happy birthday. Everyone enjoys happy birthday. And it's even, if you can do a gift, great, but it doesn't even require a gift. You can just give them a birthday card. I mean, that's like, with the world of text and everything, that seems to go out the window anymore. Like just getting a really old-fashioned paper birthday card where you share something that you love about them in the card. We can say, I'm just so happy to know you. I'm so blessed to have you in my life. Enjoy your special day. I'm so happy that God brought you here to earth so that I had the pleasure of meeting you and knowing you and calling you my friend. What a great title to be called a friend. And we sometimes take it for granted, that our friends know what we think of them. And we should let them know. The words "I love you" should be shared with many people, not just your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, but also your family members. It's amazing to me how many people do not end their phone calls with "I love you." I mean, that might be the last time you talk to them. Let them know that you love them. And even if you were raised in a household where they didn't say that often or it was just uncomfortable, you can start that pattern. You can be hope in action and say, "I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad," in those calls like that. Or "I love you, brother and sister," or "I love you, my friend." Love is in all of that. And other things, kind gestures, when you're listening to someone say, "Oh, my child's in the hospital," or they're trying to find a job, or whatever it is, take note. And next time you see them, follow up on it. So did your child, get the job? How are they doing? Take interest in their life and know that you're there, and just say that you can even send texts to them saying, "Hey, just thinking of you, so happy you're in my life, I'm so blessed, praying for your child. Let me, if time allows, let me know how they did in their interview. Things that would make another person feel of value. We all want that, and we can do it. Let's start it. We obviously we're not doing it to get something back, right? We're just doing it because we genuinely see the good of people, and we genuinely want to express our gratitude for another person and them being in our life. So be that hope in action. Let them know that you believe in them. We are all wonderfully and uniquely made, and we all have good in us, and there is good in so much good in us. In the world that wants to point to the bad and the drama and the negative, let us be a person that stands strong on hope, and let us be the light in the darkness, right? Like we have a choice. We can walk around and be that person that brings drama and doesn't feel alive unless we're talking about a problem or sharing a problem with another person, or we can be that person that brings positivity and good stories. So we're gonna feel way more alive sharing good stories and positive things that are happening. And now there's times to share your stories and get counsel and fellowship with another person of a real problem. And so I'm not saying never talk about problems with a close friend, but I'm saying if we want to be hope in action, the majority of our life should be spent talking about great things and shining light on people, letting them know what you see. And when you start looking for the good, you're going to be amazed on how many things you list out. Do those kind, loving gestures for people. Give them hugs, open the doors, give them a smile, let them know that you see them and that you care. And of course, you should genuinely care. These are our brothers and sisters after all, and there's so many wonderful people out there that deserve our attention, letting them hear our heart and let them know how we feel about them. Now, if you're a shy person and it's not easy to go up and give a person a hug or even express your positive feelings, then maybe you have to practice at home. Like just look at yourself in the mirror and start practicing saying some words like, oh, it's so great to see you. Oh, it's always great to see you. And fluctuate your voice. Change the tone of your voice. Give them a hug. Practice smiling. This is something that just because we were raised in a different way, perhaps our current behavior pattern isn't this outgoing way, or we have this monotone voice, doesn't mean we can't change that. Just practice it and it will come natural to you in time, and you'll be amazed on the rewards you'll reap when you start putting hope in action. And then when people start knowing that you are a positive person that always sees the good in situations, even when it's bad, because you remind people that tomorrow will be a new day and it will be a better day, and you will be putting your supernatural confidence of hope on display. The famous author Maya Angelou has a quote, and she said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel." Putting hope in action and being hope in action will certainly leave people feeling good. There'll be a heart connection that you will also feel. So let's start it today. Let's do some things where we put hope in action. If you journal, keep a journal of it, or just start it somehow, some way, one a week, one a month. Doesn't matter, but start it. Be hope in action. Do a kind gesture. Show a love to another person. It's amazing. And remember, we're not doing it to get anything in return. We're just doing it genuinely from our hearts because we stand for hope, and we're going to bring light into darkness. We're choosing light instead of darkness. And we're choosing positivity instead of negativity. And just track your moods and how you feel for a while. And I'll guarantee you, it will improve things. I've been doing this for a while, a real long time, and it's just amazing that in the law of sowing and reaping, it's not that you do it for reaping good, but it's just put it out there and do good. Show expressions of love and hope to other people so that you are known to be a person of hope. that you actually are hope in action. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let me know of other topics that you may be interested in. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I also have in the description field a link to download a free version of my book called A Father's Love. It tells you a little bit more about me and how to tap into the Heavenly Father's love. So until next time, mahalo and aloha.